It's in the game.
And we'll get a look at Coach Matt. Should be a special one.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos.
Jack Fox, set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. Now he'll tuck this and run. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, go Lion. Hey, Ray.
Out of the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This now a 3rd and 4.
380. Run.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
The Chargers
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Powering his way forward. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Delta.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Set. 380. Set.
They'll run with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Herbert now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Ray. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19 Lions. Stepping it. Hop. Hop. Curve 19. Curve 19.
To throw, it's Milton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now Milton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready up. Ready. Coconut.
Milton. He finds his man complete. It's Walsh. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Red. 60.
Here's Milton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready. 60 bicep. 18 rattler. 18 rattler. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Here's Milton now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
70 Ranger. Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Ready, right?
To throw is Milton. Smith catches left side. He's into space past the 25. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Throwing is Milton. Oh, poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get scouted up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Panther 11. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Milton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A loss of 7.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Go.
Operating from the gun. Milton. Thomas brings it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
And the Broncos
Ready.
first down.
Cowboys.
First and goal at
10-0 the
5-yard
score
line.
after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Ready.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Tackle by Tershawn Wharton.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun. Milton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Milton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Brings up second and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Kappa. 21. Crowd right. Set.
Here's Herbert. That's complete into the hands of Myers. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Kappa. 21.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set. Ready. Run. Set.
Now it's Jennings. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Come on, set. Yellow, black, 95. Watch out now. 50 opposite. Green. Ready.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as good running gets him to about the 44. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Run. Ready. Go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Go. Run.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Crowd right.
No gain on the play.
Go.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Set. Back in. Hey. Hey, ram. What is it?
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
What is it? 5-9. Set.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Set. Ready. Run.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man is Myers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Run.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. Baylor Tigers. Baylor. Ready. Run. Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
21. Wow. Home trips right. Right. Stop. Crowd right. Set.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Hey, easy. Hey, Rafe. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Ready?
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Savion Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the
49-yard
line.
18 Cardinal, 19 type, 19, ready.
Back to throw. Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
60 Bison.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
70 Timberwolf. 19 Lion. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's second and 10.
79 Bronco. Viking 18. 18 Rattler. 18. Go.
Back to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
19 Tiger. 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
Kappa. Crowd route. Go.
Now it's Herbert. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
380. Cut. Five nine.
Now a give here to Pollard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A gain of 14. And the Chargers first down.
Let's go.
Herbert now. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack.
Justin Herbert sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert on the slant. Here's Smith-Njigba. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Out of the gun, Herbert going right back to Smith-Njigba. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, ram.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Wide 80. Bailey, top 21.
They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Chargers first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
5-9.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work.
Panther 11.
Following the fumble recovery, Milton. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that is going to be a safety.
The goal here cares about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Pierce has it knocked loose.
A gain of 19 yards. Fumble on the play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2nd down and 8. Herbert going to change the play here. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Baylor Tiger. Lion, lion, lion.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Pollard. Brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Baylor Tiger.
They'll run with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
Set. 12. Hey, ram. Home troops right. Favorite 21.
Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ray. Step.
They'll run. Here's Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, break! Ready! Viking 18! Go!
To throw is Milton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on.
Now Milton. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's
A gain of 32 that time.
Let's go!
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Here's Milton now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ready, go! Set up!
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Milton. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
And brings up 3rd down.
70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
2nd down, Pollard again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Run for Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. So after the loss of the yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Herbert. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Ram, Baylor tight.
Herbert. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Smith-Njigba with a grab. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Set. Delta. Set. 12. Hey, Delta. Hey, Rafe. Ready.
Here's Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready up. Let's go now. 50, green. 52, Glasgow. Set.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they work this well outfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.